Hi, I am Mitanaya and today is a Sunday and the date is 10th October and I will tell about clock, about time. Actually I will tell about clock, uh, so how it's important to us and um, how we use it, about these types of thing. And I'm starting now. This clock is very important to everyone and everybody use it. Everybody use this clock for knowing the time. um, and everybody have clock, watch clock and wristwatch. These two things everybody need. And it's really very helpful to know the time. It's really very helpful. And everybody has wall clock in their home. It's really very common thing. um, everybody has it. And everybody could see time, could know time through this watch. And it's a watch, it's not clock. Sorry, wall clock, sorry, it's a clock. And everybody has it. And uh, and i uh, there uh, there is a three wall clock in my home. um, and it's very important to know about time, how is it, means how is it, etc. So we have this clock, and I have some wristwatch also. And when I go outside, um, for any important work, then I put it in my hand. And when, especially when I go to give exam, then I use it most. When I go to give exam, then it's really very important to know the time. So that's why this time I use it most. And now everything is happening digitally. So if I don't have any wristwatch or wall clock, then I could know the time through mobile. And it's really very helpful. And everybody now have smartphone. So that's why everybody can watch time, can know time by this phone. And but still it's really very necessary. Those people know how to use phone. They have to know, means they have to use a clock. So that's why it's really very important to everyone. And um, and everybody know how to see clock. And nowadays kids can know very easily from their parents, from teachers, that how to know clock, means how to see the clock. When I was a child, then I could not see the clock. Then I could not see the clock. Uh, my mother taught me it, that how to see clock. And he helped me a lot for learn it. And then I was a child, means and I forgot, means when she learned me, teached me anything, then after that I forgot, means I could not remember anything. And once my mother, means I did not want to remember anything, so that's why I could not remember. But my mother teached me for every time she taught me, but I did not want to remember and I did not take it so seriously. But once my mother asked me that what is it, means mm, what is the time now, what was the time now. So then I could not tell. So my mother, before telling it, my mother taught me how to watch clock. But I could not tell to my mother that what was the time. So then my mother took an initiative for learning me how to see clock. And after that, this day my mother learned me taught me that how to see clock very properly. Means I did not want to learn. I was feeling very restless, but still my mother had lots of patience, and she could learn me. At last she could learn me, and it's really very easy. Means nowadays everybody, at first everybody learned their child how to watch clock. And in fact nowadays kids childs also put what is watch in their hands. And I told before that's the time, means everybody use mobile phone, so that's why everybody don't need it. But most of the people need it. And after that, when I was child, then I also had some wristwatch, but it was artificial. It's artificial clock. For My mother gave it to me, and but I and I did not have wristwatch, because when I used to go to the school, then we had no permission to take wristwatch in the school, so that's why I don't need wristwatch. So but when during exam time, I had means I used this clock every time. Sometime when I forgot to take it, then I had some friend and they told me time. They helped me actually. And um, and the- and the time is really very important to everyone. Time is very spacious to everyone, so that's why we have to do work on time. And that's why we have to know the date, and everything can happen on time. So time is really very spacious thing to everyone. If I go anywhere it's so late, then suppose in during examination, if I go late in the exam hall, then they can allow me for giving exam, or then they cannot give me permission for going to the exam hall. So these also depend on time. And it never happened with me that I could not reach I could not reach into exam hall in proper time. No, once it happened, uh, then I got really very nervous one. uh, and when this happened this day, I forgot to take a wristwatch. Means my wristwatch I forgot to take, and this day I faced a problem. I was reading, means I was revising the lesson before exam, and I could not I could not understand that what was the time. Uh, and and during examination I did not go outside without exam hall. But this day I went to my friend, she called me, so that's why I had to go. And this time I was revising the lesson, and the teacher did not come in this exam hall yet. Um, and so that's why I thought that teachers did not come in my exam hall. But everybody was means after that I was revising the lesson, and I forgot to see the time. And I forgot to see the time, and the teacher of their exam hall, means examiner came in the hall. And then I could understand that it was so late, means I have to go to my exam hall. Maybe our examiner came already. And when I went to the room, then I saw that everybody got copy, means everybody got page for writing answer. Means already she was giving paper to everyone then. And if And my teacher did not tell me anything this day. She gave me permission for going to the inside. And this day I faced a problem is I got really very nervous and I could not understand that what should I do now. But I had I had a good luck that she did not tell me anything and she allowed me to go to the classroom so easily. And then I got the questions paper. Then I gave exam properly. And this incident always happen in the school with me, with my all friends. And when we started to gossip, then we could not then we forgot to see the time, see the clock, see the wristwatch, that what is the time, is it now. We don't give any concentration on clock. We just started to gossip and continued it for a long time. And once these things always happen with us, means we had wristwatch, we had wristwatch, we put it wristwatch on our hand, but still we forgot to see the time. And once we went to the outside, after breakfast, sorry, after tiffin, after lunch break, we went to the outside, means we went to a place where we used to go and gossip there. And there had some seat to see, there had some seat, and where there we seated and sat. And this was our place, means we liked to go to the place every day we went to the place, means some students also went, but it was a well place for everyone, means we went to the place. And if I went to the place, then I could not listen anyone's words. I could not listen the sound of bell sound, we could not listen. So as the as usual, we seated in the corner, means we was gossiping. So there had I had two friends there, and we started to gossip very happily, means and we forgot that we have a class, means we forgot really. And we were gossiping without any limit, means we were starting to gossip and continuing it for a long time. And we could not listen the sound of bell. And when we came in sense, means when we could understand that it was so late, means I we had a class and it was English class. So when we could understand that we had an English class, then we had in hurry, means we were getting very um, nervous. And we could understand that our teachers already came in the room, in the classroom. So that's why we could not understand that what should we do now. If we seated in the place, and after means we had some gate men in the school, and they wandered around the school every time. If they saw us saw us here, and then he will scold us. And so that's why we will but anyhow, any teacher came in place, then we will scolded by her. So we got really very nervous, we got upset that what should we do now. We could not understand anything. And this time, and our class started also. We were 5 minute 10 minutes late, means it was really huge late. We had class of 45 minutes, there we did late of 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So we decided that we will definitely go to the class, means we have to go to the class. If we scold by the teachers, then it's okay. But if we scolded by the teachers for gossiping, then it will be very bad. They can call guardian. So that's why then we went to the classroom. And when our teachers saw us, then maybe she was in well mood. She did not tell us, she just told us where we means what we were doing, where we were, means. And we gave an excuse at first. When it was so difficult to give an excuse, means we could not decide that what excuse we can give to the teachers, and what she will take seriously. And decide means for deciding it we had so late means minimum 2 or 1 minute to decide it. But at last we decide one thing and went to the classroom, and as the result we told, we gave some excuse to our teachers. And at last she did not, she did not tell us anything. She just listened our reason. And after that she allowed us for going to the classroom. And this time it happened. And we everybody stayed very nervous. We went to the classroom and we thought that she allowed us, but still she will definitely tell something. But at last she did not tell anything. She just concentrated on the class. She was giving class properly, and after that she went out of the class. Then we gave breath, big means heavily. uh, we took breath very heavily, means and it was happened for one time, means it was the first time when it happened with us. Then I did it in class 11. So and otherwise some incident happened with us, like we stayed sometime we had off classes. So when we had any off classes, then we had a common room where every student could see, of every stream, science, arts, and commerce. So this was a common room for Bengali and English subject, because Bengali and English was common syllabus everybody had. So that's why after happening Bengali class or English class, we seated in one place. And we started to gossip. Once we started to gossip, and there had some teachers of some subject. Some teachers was really very tough teacher, means really very angry teachers. We got really very afraid, like teacher of Sanskrit. We had a teacher of Sanskrit, was she was really very angry teachers, means everybody got afraid to see her. I did, means we anybody, my friend, I did not have Sanskrit subject, but those friend, our those friend had this subject. They really stayed very serious in front of her. And when she entered in the class, then everybody stayed silent, means and everybody did not get any courage for telling anything. um, and she did not like indisciplined student she did not like. And we did Bengali or we had Bengali or English class. After this class, sorry, yes, after this class we had a off class, and our friend also had off class. So after doing class, Bengali, couldn't did not remember that what class exactly I had. Maybe Bengali or English I had. So after doing class, we seated in the classroom, and was we were gossiping with each other. And we did not know that it was Sanskrit class. And we were started to gossip. And these days teachers came. Sometimes some teachers came in the class so late. So that's why we thought that teachers did not come, so she will not take class, and we should not go outside, or we should not go another class. So we were um, starting to gossip very happily, means we did arrangement for gossiping. We had a off class, means when we had any off class, then we feel very happy, means so that's why we had off class. So we started to gossip, and we did not see the time. We did not see the time, that what was the time. And we were gossiping. And suddenly the teacher came from behind us, means and and we could not understand that she will come surprisingly, means surprisingly. And when she came and seated in her place, then we got surprised, means then we had to go, means we did not have this subject, so that's why we had to go to the outside. And she flipped it in another classroom. empty classroom or any for sitting any place we are finding. But when I did it in class 11, then I could use wristwatch every day. Every day I put wristwatch in my hand, because I told that I had some off class. I had some off class, so for this off class I had to need clock. And when I used to go to the school, then I had to obey the time, means I had to do every work on time. There had a time restriction. I had, if I want to attend any class, then I had to attend the class on time. This time was really very important to me then. And I needed clock. Um, and this clock is really very most important things to everyone. Everybody have to use it. If I want to go anywhere, then I have to know the time. If I want to travel by bus, by any vehicle, by train, then I this time I have to know the time of the train. So this clock is important to everyone to know the time. And especially during exam, during any urgent work, we have to use. And uh, and everybody can use it so easily. And everybody should use it, should know how to use it. Some people, most of the people spend their lifestyle, most of the people do every work on time, eat in proper time, then sleep in proper time, wake up in proper time. Some people has some routine for doing some work, and they do their every routine and in on time. So this time is really very spacious, and if I want to know time, then I have to use a clock, wall clock or wristwatch, anything.